Ding, was there today's game any real chances to spice up a little bit the position and to play for a decisive result? If so, where do you think you could have deviated in order to get more active game?
Well, after knight g5, at that point I played c4, and yes, after c4 he always have the chance to equalize to the end game. But instead of c4, if I play anything else, then f4 comes, I will be in danger of getting worse. So I don't think I have so many chances today.
There are still 3 games to go, in which you will have 2 whites. Is there anything you will change in your strategy to maximize your chances to get the victory you need?
Of course, I will try my best in the last 3 games. Also, tomorrow will be a rest day. I have more time to prepare some extra idea.
Jan, do you think that the most difficult part of the match is already behind and now you just have to finish the job, or do you think that the most critical games are still ahead of you?
You got to be kidding.
Sorry?
You got to be kidding, no?
I'm not.
I mean, indeed, it's 3 games, and I should give it all, yeah, to do the job, let's say so. But of course, it's nothing anything it's over. Obviously not. It's pretty much unclear match, I think.
Okay, thank you.
As I don't have too much to write about today's game, I will kindly ask you your help to write about some different topic but connected with, which are the preventive anti-cheating measures taken by FIDE in this World Championship. I have 2 questions for both of you. The first one is, are you satisfied with those measures, or do you have any suggestion to improve on that sense? And the second question, making clear that I'm not asking you about concrete names, is, do you think that any of the world's top 25 have ever cheated?
Thank you for the question. Jan, we will go first with you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. I guess it's a tricky question, especially the second one. So yeah, I guess in the cycle tournaments, same was, I guess, in Madrid and in the candidates in the previous match. I guess, one wouldn't believe this is possible, yes. So, all the measures are being taken quite seriously. And also you sort of trust your opponent, whom you know so well. But speaking of, I don't know, some top players, you can never be sure, especially when you play online. Yeah.
Over the board, mainly. Over the board, mainly.
Over the board, I would hardly believe. But there is always, someone who speculates about this, yes. So it's very difficult to completely prevent it. So there would be no zero chance, yeah, to play unfair. But I hope that the risk of denunciation is too high for especially for the top players to do this.
Thank you. Ding, what about you?
Well, as we know, there are some cheating cases happen online, but over the board, especially for the tournament I have already played, I don't believe there is some cheating happens at the same time.
I have a question to Dean. Dean, you are down 1 point. Did you have any ideas of playing, I don't know, Sicilian or maybe some sharp line to get back to the fight? Because you played e5 today and maybe it's too calm or maybe it's too early for you to take a lot of risk.
Yeah, still it's I think it's too early to play something like Sicilian. At that point, still there are 3 games ahead. You know, in candidates, I win on the last game, so anything can happen in the last 3 rounds.
Thank you.
A question to both players. Have you heard that 500 meters from here, Hans Niemann is playing in an open tournament? Do you know about that, and what do you think about that?
Yeah, actually, I heard there is like a quite a strong open tournament. Yeah, and I think I checked. I checked the starting the list of players, but still I don't get your question. Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't follow the tournament he played. So, which tournament did he play?
There is a side event of the match,
Alongside
Kazakhstan Cup. That's the event,
Oh.
yes. Okay, it says a lot.
A question to Jan. There are not too many games left, and today there was a forced draw. Do you intend to have any more forced draws in the upcoming games? Thank you for the question. With the black pieces, I definitely wouldn't say no to a forced draw. And today it wasn't my goal to have a quick game with a forced draw. I did not use my advantage in the game, and yeah, I do not intend to get forced draws when I play.
Now it's time for Twitter segment, and Jesse will bring the questions from the audience, which are asking the questions on Twitter.
If you were to propose challenges, or changes rather, to the World Chess Championship match format, what would you suggest?
Jan, we will go first with you.
Yeah, good question. But for the moment, actually, I don't care.
What about you, Ding?
Well, now I think the tournament can be even longer.
You want to have more rounds?
Yeah, more rounds.
Okay.
Would they be classical rounds or other?
Classical rounds, yeah.
My last question is a little unrelated to the match for Nepo. Are you still following Dota? Do you make time for gaming these days?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, sometimes I follow, but I almost stopped playing, and surely, there is no free time here to play 1 or 2 games here. But yeah, when it's after the match, perhaps I'll play a bit, but yeah, for now it's not the best idea.
There was one more related to Dota. What is your MMR?
Before it was higher than now.
All right, thanks.